It's main event time, folks. We lost our main event. Holly Holm was supposed to headline this thing, and her opponent popped for COVID, so that is no longer happening. These boys are filling in. Derek Brunson taking on Edmen Shahbazyan for the main event, and honestly, to me, this one's more fun. Holly Holm can stop headlining for me. I don't need to see it anymore. I like Holly Holm. Put her in the co-main slot. She's not overly exciting these days. She doesn't really head kick anybody to death anymore, and she uses a lot of her grappling, a lot of clinch work. And while someone like me, I'm a MMA aficionado, I do appreciate it. I love to watch it. I understand the value of it. I don't need to see it for the main event. It kind of kills the vibe of the night. So I'm kind of happy these boys are the main event. We've got Derek Brunson, who is trying to reestablish himself here. He is 20-7, 36 years old. He's getting up there. He's getting up there. Irregardless, I am happy to hear that, my friend. Let's go. And we have got him taking on Edmen Shahbazyan. Edmen is the hottest kid on the block right now. 11-0, undefeated. Only 22 freaking years old. How is that even possible? This kid is capable of so much that it's unreal. It's scary. He's managed by Ronda Rousey. And the fact that Ronda, who's not, much of a, manager. The fact that she put her stamp of approval on this kid, that kind of says something, right? So Ronda's got this kid under her wing, thinks he's capable, thinks he's going to be something, and I completely agree. His boxing is on another level. He's got beautiful, crisp boxing, and he's got these heavy, heavy hands. Dude knocks out everybody left and right, and he's putting it together at the UFC level. He's got 9 KOs, 1 submission, and 1 decision. Derek Brunson on the flip side of this thing, he's kind of gotten away from the knockouts. He used to be this explosive, fast, exciting hammer of a fighter. And he's just kind of left that behind him. He realized that at the upper level, he's just going to get knocked out. And that's all he's done, right? He got TKO'd by Rob Whittaker back in the day. And then he gets knocked out by Jacare Souza. He gets knocked out by Israel Adesanya. He realized, okay, this isn't working. So Brunson has developed a decent little grappling game. And that scares me a little bit because we're in the UFC Apex, because we're in the smaller cage. He's going to have the opportunity to grapple and try and make this a dirty, boring fight. But at the end of the day, Brunson can't take a punch anymore, folks. He's 36 years old. I think the damage has been done. His knockouts were bad. They were really, really bad. I think he's just taken way too much damage, and the writing is on the wall. He's officially a gatekeeper. He's officially a stepping stone. I fully expect Edmen Shahbazyan to get in here and do the damn thing. Shahbazyan also has a very, very underrated grappling game. We just simply don't see it a lot. He knew exactly what he had to do in his UFC debut when he fought Darren the Dentist Stewart. Took that guy down 8 times. 8 times! Because he knew he had a better path to victory there. His IQ is unreal. Betting on these young fighters, it can be risky, it can be dangerous, because they don't quite know what they're doing, they don't have that experience. But this kid is something special. He's trained right, he's got this high-level IQ, he knows where his advantage is, and I think he's going to be able to box Derek Brunson up. I've got Edmen Shahbazyan parlayed with my Kevin Holland. And folks, we have the first ever 3 times bet on the Diehard MMA podcast. As you all know, I bet 1 unit per bet, or I am laying whatever the favorite line is to win 1 unit. So I've been getting a lot of questions about this recently, and we've got, I'm going to go ahead and explain it. So if you've got a favorite that's a minus 150, you have to lay $150 to win 100. That's how that works. So if your unit is $100, everybody's unit size is different, so don't worry about that. But let's say your unit size is $100. If we're betting on an underdog, we've got that plus sign next to it. You bet 100 to win whatever the plus is. On the flip side, if you're laying it with a favorite, you're laying 150 to win 100. If they're minus 225, you're laying $225 to win 100. You keep it in that kind of bracket. Well, I don't go over 2 times plays. I realized that I open myself up sometimes when I go over and I have bigger plays than smaller plays. My smaller plays cash and the bigger plays don't, and then you end up still digging yourself a bit of a hole. But I'm throwing that out the window here. I've got this parlay that comes to minus 105, and I'm hitting it 3 times. So I'm laying 1.05 units 3 times. I'm risking 3.15 units to win 3 units on this parlay. Kevin Holland, Edmen Shahbazyan. Edmen's going to get it done, and we're going to cash in big.